There are moments in life that defy explanation. You lock eyes with a stranger and something in you pauses not out of fear but recognition, like your soul has seen something it never forgot, only remembered. You weren't looking for them, you weren't ready, at least not in the way you thought, and yet there they are, familiar, unshakably real. No fireworks, no dramatic signs from the universe, just a stillness, a knowing. As if the world, if only for a second, clicked into place. Carl Jung believed that what feels meant isn't just fantasy or fate, it's a reflection of something far deeper. The unconscious patterns of your psyche aligning with the outer world. In this video, we're going to explore why, when someone is truly meant for you, you won't need to force it, you'll feel it. Most of us are taught to synchronicity, Jung's gateway to meaningful connection. See life as a series of random events, coincidences, accidents, a universe that operates blindly without meaning. But Carl Jung saw something else. He noticed that sometimes events occur with such poetic timing, such strange resonance that they feel significant. Even if we can't explain why, you think of someone and they call you wander into a cafe you've never been to and meet a person who changes your entire path. This is not chance. This is synchronicity, the coming together of inner and outer worlds, your thoughts, emotions, desires, and the external world responding like a mirror, echoing your soul back to you. Synchronicity is not about cause and effect. It's about meaning. It's as if the universe or something deep within you is orchestrating moments not to impress you, but to wake you up to say, pay attention, this matters. And when it comes to love or connection, these synchronicities can feel even stronger. You meet someone who reflects your story, your wounds, your longings without trying. Not everyone you cross paths with is meant to stay, but some appear in such alignment with your inner world that they feel destined. And often they are not because fate scripted it, but because you consciously or not were ready to meet them. Jung believed that when our inner growth aligns with the external world, meaningful people begin to show up. Not to complete us, but to show us who we've become and who we're capable of becoming. What if the anima and animus, your inner? Other people you're most drawn to aren't just about them, but about you. Carl Jung believed that deep within every person lives a hidden image for men. It's thema, the feminine soul for women. It's the animus, the masculine spirit. These aren't roles or stereotypes. They are symbolic reflections of the parts of ourselves we often don't fully understand. Them. It represents emotion, intuition, creativity, sensitivity, the animus, strength, reason, direction, and here's where it becomes powerful. These inner images shape the people we're magnetized to in the outer world. Have you ever fallen for someone and couldn't quite explain why, felt they understood you even when you barely spoke? Often, what you're seeing is your own unconscious projected onto another person, but that doesn't make it unreal. It makes it meaningful because the people who stir something deep within us often reflect the parts of ourselves. We're ready to reclaim the feminine. You've suppressed the masculine, you've ignored the wholeness you're unconsciously moving toward when someone is meant for you. It's not just chemistry, it's recognition and inner resonance, not with who they are on the surface, but with what they awaken inside of you. Jung believed that real connection begins when we stop chasing perfection in others and begin to meet the pieces of ourselves. They reveal, and that's the strange beauty of love, through the Jungian lens. You don't just fall for someone else, you fall into yourself through them. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now back to the video, you recognize them without words. Sometimes you meet a person and words feel unnecessary. You don't need to explain who you are. You don't need to perform. You simply exist in their presence. And that feels like enough. It's not that you've known them before, but that somehow your soul remembers them. Carl Jung would say, this isn't imagination, it's the unconscious, that deep reservoir of memory, symbol, and instinct coming to the surface. He believed that when someone evokes a strong, immediate connection, it's often because they align with archetypes buried in your psyche, not in a superficial way, but in a way that stirs something ancient, something timeless within you. This is why you can meet someone once and feel like you've known them your whole life, why silences don't feel awkward, why time with them bends, slows, disappears. It's the recognition of an inner truth mirrored in another human being. And that's not random. You may find being, and that's not random. You may find yourself drawn to their energy not because of their looks or achievements, but because they feel like a key unlocking parts of you that were quietly waiting. You might not even fall in love right away. You might just feel a quiet certainty, a peace, a warmth that says, this is safe, this is real, this is something. Jung understood that not all relationships are meant to last forever, but the ones that awaken you, those that reach past logic and touch your soul, they're never meaningless, because even if that person walks away, they leave you changed, more aware, more whole. We often, what meant for you really means say, if it's meant to be, it will be. But Jung would ask, what part of you is doing the choosing? Is it fate? Is it coincidence? Or is it the unconscious guiding you toward what your soul needs? When someone is meant for you in the Jungian sense, they don't come to complete you. They come to reflect you. They awaken your shadows, challenge your beliefs, bring your deepest desires and fears to the surface, not to break you, but to help you grow. Jung believed real connection isn't about perfect compatibility. It's about inner evolution. Two people walking parallel paths of individuation, each becoming more of who they truly are when someone is meant for you. It's not always easy, but it is true. It feels like alignment. It feels like clarity, even in the middle of chaos. It feels like coming home to yourself. Because through them, you see yourself more clearly than ever before. Not every meant to be lasts a lifetime. Some people are bridges, some are lessons, and some stay. But the common thread, they all show up when you're ready, or at least when a deeper part of you is. So next time you meet someone who stirs something in, you don't rush to define it. Just listen not to your mind, but to the quiet place beneath it, because the soul doesn't speak in logic. It speaks in feelings, timing and quiet, inexplicable knowing. A quiet knowing maybe being meant for someone isn't about possession or permanence. Maybe it's about recognition, a shared moment of truth. Two souls briefly remembering who they are by seeing each other clearly. Jung once said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. So if someone enters your life and stirs something real, don't ask if they're the one ask. Instead, what in me is waking up? Because when it's meant for you, you won't need to chase it. You'll simply know in the timing, in the silence, in the still quiet place where truth always lives, if this spoke to something deep within you, you're not alone. We all carry hidden stories, and sometimes it takes another person to help us hear them, if you felt seen or understood. Today, consider subscribing. This channel is a quiet space for reflection, meaning, and the psychology of the soul. Leave a comment. Have you ever met someone who felt meant for you? I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video.